Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you all today? I can't sing. All right. What was the title again? What was the title? I forget my title. I was really on my mind. What was the title again? Jeez. What's everybody up to today? Oh yeah, today's title was Whatever Comes Out, Whatever Needs to Be Heard to Heal the Situation. Let's see, studio. Let's see what it said. What did I say? Let's refresh. Let's refresh everything. New starts. Leave the past behind you. All that good stuff. All right, everybody? Leave the past behind. Deal with it. Talk about it. And then resolve it. So whatever has been hindering you, talk about it. Even if it's a group of people you have to talk about it to. Get it all out. Talk about it. And let it go. If you're done dealing with that, all right? Because today's angels are, the first one is spiritual understanding. And I was thinking about that. Like I went on Facebook for a second. And it showed me the chakras, right? And I already know. The chakras are I am, I feel. Wait, hold on. Where is it again? The chakras. Man. Basically, you are is your first one. You are, you feel, you. Anyways, I am, I feel, I do, that's your solar. I love, that's your heart. I speak, I see with your third eye, not your other eye. You see and you understand. Seeing, understanding, and speaking is a lot of people's problem. Speaking is one. People have a hard time speaking what they see. What they see. They don't trust what they see. And they don't understand what they see. That's why it's important to have your chakras aligned. So Archangel Raziel, use these angels to help you understand these things. Archangel Raziel, I am bringing you aesthetic informations and symbols, helping you understand your spiritual truth. Yeah, symbols are running into each other everywhere, running into family members, whoever you have to deal with. You run into them when the universe wants you to deal with each other. You run into each other. So that's when you have to understand, you have to see and understand what someone's trying to speak. Those are the problems somebody has here to leave the past behind. Understand what someone's speaking about and see it for what it is. So understanding what you are feeling, what you're seeing. And then we have indigo and crystal children. I feel everything, man. I do. I feel everything. And if someone's going to sit here and tell me that's not true, I am psychic, okay? I am freaking psychic. I wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't even be here to just read cards out of my ass. You know what I mean? I've been psychic my whole life. So that's why I do what I do. And when someone tells me what I'm seeing with my third eye is not true, then they need to prove that. Not prove that it is true. When I see it with my physical eyes, then I know it's true. Because I'm very logic too. So indigo and crystal children, Archangel Metatron, you have a bond with children. In particular, you understand children who are sensitive. I understand children who are sensitive because I always understand I always feel like I'm that child when I feel it. It's weird. I feel like I'm that child when I'm feeling it. So that's why I'm still like, ooh, about something. Like when I'm really passionate about something and I know it in my body, in my heart, in my soul, and in my spirit, in every freaking way, I know it. I speak the way I do now, like about it. So it's not my choice to have this gift, to feel children. And also see that if children don't have a secure, proper father or mother, they're going to repeat the messed up things they saw from the people they were around, whether it's friends, family, whoever it is. The messed up things that are not okay, they will see it, feel it. Those sensitive children will see it and feel it. Outdoors, Archangel Jovial. Archangel Jovial, go outside, get fresh air, connect with nature, and release stress and gain new perspective idea. Listen to your higher self. Hey, Tracy. Tracy's in the house. Tracy's in the house. Tracy's in the house. And Will's in the house. And this Disco Mama's in the house. So Archangel Jovial, get a different perspective. Ask some questions from people that are smart. So for those of you that are, and counseling is what people need when they feel like that, when they think like that. Your mind can mess with you like that if you've been around so much fuckery, okay? If you've been your whole life been around so much fuckery, your mind can start messing with you. My mind is very clear. That's why I see it in others. Not everybody has a clear mind like that they can see with their third eye and they can understand with their crown. I can understand with my crown because I have healing in my Chiron. My Chiron healing is in my dreams. Healing people's dreams. Anyways, it's in my first house. Chiron is in my first house. It's all about ourselves. And I teach people about yourself. What is best for you? Counseling, Archangel Azrael. You are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your reassurance and guidance. I see what other people don't see. I see in you when you don't see in you. When you're still living in this lower vibrational energy, I see what is possible for you. If you don't listen to me, what I see is possible for you when I see it in you. Then how can you follow your guidance if you don't believe in yourself? So believe in yourself. And Archangel Santa Paul, we angels are bringing you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. And this is like the Ace of Cups. That's like, blood of Jesus. When the Catholics, they have that glass of wine there, right? That's subliminally Jesus' blood that, and acknowledging that he died for our sins and that we're not supposed to put more pain on him. Anyways, so that's the gift. Like God's giving you a gift. Open your arms to receive. When someone sends you someone that helps you to see things, that helps you to feel things, that is a gift from God. If someone helps you to understand who you are, that is a gift from God if someone can do that for you. I wish someone had been able to do that for me a lot of times, but I had to search for these people. I literally searched for these people. And then God put them in my path. So y'all have to trust that if God puts someone in your path, it's for a reason. And sometimes the reasons are lessons that we never could understand or learn. And someone comes into our life and helps us to understand the lessons in our life. And I'm gonna use the Power Angels today. And this is just for whoever needs to hear it, right? I'm not doing it by zodiac sign. You'll know who you are by the story. If the story fits, then, or if you feel like there's something that benefited you, then use it. Okay. And the guys are walking with the dogs and listening. The dogs are listening. Aw. The dogs know Anna, or AKA Cass. Oh, I was gonna do that the whole thing last night, and someone came and interrupted that whole thing too, and made it about something else. So I just deleted the whole video again last night about like where showing all my cards. They're all here. All of my cards are right here beside me. But I showed all my cards yesterday, and I deleted that video because someone came in there and messed it all up. So, and that's someone that's just another person that doesn't see that they can actually bring things to the table instead of just being the needy one all the time and needing attention all the time. And yeah, and that person has already been in my channel for years and never did anything for me. So anyways, I'm going to start being more discerning about who I let on my panel, who actually has things to discuss that are valid in what we're doing. It's okay, Will. It's okay, Will. I knew what I was doing. I let somebody on panel that kind of like messed it all up and made everybody leave. And he knew he did it too. It's weird. It's weird how people know that they can do that. They can go to someone's channel and their energy just makes everybody leave. And then they do it anyway. That's selfish energy right there. That's the kind of selfish energy. That person doesn't think about anybody else. They just think about themselves. And there you saw that. And I've dealt with that in my real life. Like I've dealt with that in my real life with a partner that acted like that. That everything is about them, and if it's not about them, well, it doesn't matter then. Oh, it's okay, Will. I understand. You're here a lot. It's very selfish. It's not you I'm talking about, Will. Will, do you need a smack? It's not you, Will. All right. How can we all? You're just playing with me. How can we leave the past behind? I was gonna say, and look what card came out. Archangel Michael. It's a completion. When Archangel Michael shows up with a 10, 10s are completions, everyone. That's how you can let it go, is by completing it, finishing it once for all. Whether it's a conversation or whatever, you have to have this discussion with someone, talk about something, whether you're staying or going or what's going on in your life. That's going to happen now. It's got to happen now. It can't be just, you don't agree and you walk away from each other. No, that can't happen no more. Okay. So you have to actually stay and speak about everything, what you feel, what you think, everything. And you have to discuss it with some people that are wise. Okay. Some people that are wise. Okay. Not people that are low vibrational, that are like messed up and all kinds of things and all kinds of people. Not those people. Don't go to those friends for asking for advice. They'll tell you everything that they're feeling. Okay. Not what you want. Okay. 10 of Michaels. It says the situation has ended and now you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will follow. Put the past behind you. So put the past behind you. If you can do that, we can have a future together. And I'm speaking for myself, like for a situation I'm dealing with. If we can put the past behind and we can actually discuss it without walking away from each other, like adults, we're all adults, so let's talk about it like adults, and then we can all either make beautiful things happen, walk away, and then make beautiful things happen somewhere else, right? So there's that. Like it's an end of the hard times, the hard thoughts. It's done. You're finding your balance here. So why is Archangel Michael here in this situation? Wow. Yeah, Archangel Michael is here to turn the wheel around. Okay? Turn the wheel. This is the wheel of fortune. So if something that cannot be solved, it's ending now. That is ending now. So this is like the end of a tough cycle, basically, right? So things will turn around for you. Okay. So if you have the positive mindset and you talk through things, things can turn around for you. If you keep getting stuck in one spot and you don't get past that one spot, past that bump, how are you going to get farther, right? It's like when your car is a little bit stuck in snow. What do? You just keep going forward, or do you back up a little bit then go forward? Sometimes you got to back up a little bit then give her, right? It's the same thing. So you got to push through those hard times to turn the wheel around, to turn the wheel in your favor. So it says a new beginning, an end of a delay. So if there's something that you've been waiting for, it's the end of that waiting period. Okay. So it doesn't mean, something is ended. It just means it's an end of waiting period for something new. Okay. So there's a new start because no more waiting. No more waiting. Okay. So it says a new beginning, an end of a delay, a change in direction. A change in direction offers happiness. A change in direction. So if one way hasn't been working, try a different way. And if that's the end, that's the final thing that you try. That's the one last shot, one last try. So we have the page of Michael. It says that someone that is trustworthy, perspective, and analytical and blunt. You can trust me. I would never expose someone of something that I felt like needed to heal, unless that was something that was something of very much against all things like that are good. If it's something bad, then I would be blunt and just say it. You know what I mean? It says an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review your details and documents thoroughly. So even though you're young, you have what it takes. You have what it takes to start this new, exciting new challenge. It may be a little bit challenging, but you have what it takes. You may be a little bit younger, but your mind you have learned a lot. And this is going to help you turn that wheel around, turn that wheel around where things have not been working. And then we have the 5 of Gabriel. So you need to speak about what this is, right? So it says a challenge you can solve. A challenge you can solve. So go through your details carefully and you can solve this problem that you're dealing with. So it says withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. Exactly. The drama, if somebody doesn't want you to be happy, they will say all kinds of things and make your head think that, oh, this person's saying all these things. And when you have to go to that person and talk about that and go through the messages and then review them carefully. And you have to listen to what's being said. All right. You have what it takes to solve this problem. And then we have King of Gabriel. King of Gabriel. And this is going to make you very strong when it comes to speaking your truth. It says Archangel Gabriel. It says generous, inspiring, dramatic, and driven. Keep your eye on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that will lead you to success and genuine concern for others. So being concerned for others, being there for others, is going to lead you to success. The bottom of the deck, we have the angel Ariel, Queen of Ariel. That's the feminine energy here. It says nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. So you can manifest that now. Once you deal with the little details and you look through all of that, you don't just listen to certain words someone says. You listen to all the words by reading all of that, by reading it all. All right? Good and bad. Then you can make your own thoughts, your own decisions about the situation. I was talking about a person that came up on the panel. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. He doesn't mean to. I think some people just are are handicapped, okay, mentally. And they don't look like they are. They look fine. I think some people are mentally handicapped if they can't understand the basics. So we have the Ace of Michaels. It says, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear your communication problems with others. That is a problem. A lot of people have communication problem. So they hear one thing when someone actually is saying something totally different. And some people know exactly what will trigger you. If you just want to end a conversation, if some asshole just wants to end a conversation and they don't want to deal with themselves, they don't want to deal with the problem that they've created, they will just act like they don't know what to say. They will just walk away, and that's what's ending now, right? We're going to talk like adults. We're going to talk it out. We're going to talk about it. God is sending me signs every day. You know, things don't happen for no reason. You don't run into people out of the blue for no reason, okay? There's a reason for it, okay? So I think I'm going to go give somebody a visit and have a conversation with someone. And hopefully, and I think this person is someone that can have this conversation with me, and that could help some things. So we have the Five of Raphael. It says everything happens for a reason. Release the regrets and endurance that opportunities for happiness. A search for the silver lining. Everything happens for a reason. You have to search for why it happened, right? If something doesn't work out, you have to figure out why it happened and why you had to learn that lesson. And then we got the Knight of Raphael, Knight of Ariel. It says trustworthy, understanding, and devoted and funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make every detail plan. Being watched over by someone kind. You're being watched over by someone kind, and everything happens for a reason. Release the regrets of it, and then somebody will come in and say hello and be funny, and this person, you can trust them. That's my problem with someone, is that I feel like I can't trust them. If I tell them something, I feel like they go and tell their negative friends right away about it. Like I feel like they run to the negative friends, and so I just don't say nothing anymore because I can't trust that person. I feel like I can't trust that person. So if that person allows me to trust them by opening up like they did before, then I can trust them again. But I can't, there's certain things I can't, there's certain reasons why I can't, can't trust them. So what does this person regret saying the things that made you not trust them? So 4 cards fell on the floor, and then we got the 2 of Michaels, right? So it's like 2 people are too much alike, and they butt each other's heads, like they're butting heads a little bit. So it says that Archangel Michael, it says, it will all be better if you just make a decision. Overanalyzing a problem, instead of overanalyzing a problem, find a solution. I'm always looking for solutions, not the problem. The problem everybody already knows. So if everybody already knows the problem, let's start talking about solutions about it. Like, how can we fix this? How can we fix this? We know what's wrong, but how can we fix this? We are also human beings, right? If we have a heart and we have a soul, then we're still human beings. If you still feel, that when you do something wrong, if you still feel it, you're still human. Okay, you're not a bot if you're still feeling things. So Knight of Raphael. So I said, how can you make this happen? So, by making a decision to heal things instead of just bringing up the problems all the time, right? We already know the problem. So let's talk about the solution to it. Whose cards are talking? The Power Angel cards. And we're doing a collective, whoever needed to hear it today. So that's what I felt like doing, and that's what I'm doing. So this person is someone that is a Knight of Raphael, somebody that's romantic, dreamy, poetic, and introspective. A committed romantic relationship that begins to sweep you off your feet. A situation, a topic that makes your heart flutter. So yeah. So you're gonna be in and talking about something that really makes you happy. And after this decision that you're making here. And for some of you, you're making a decision right now. Archangel Jovial here, decision, right? Somebody, you're making a decision about someone here, and then you're going to solve the problem. So it says, release yourself from which holds you back, a need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So be confident that you can have a conversation with someone that you may have felt like that is the person that you need to have a conversation with. And let the birds free. Like, let it all out, let it out. Let those birds that you've been, all those information that you've been keeping to yourself, let it out. Let it free. The 9 of Gabriel, it says that stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility, environmental achievements. And then we have the star in the bottom of the deck, which is also Aquarius energy. So the 9 of Raphael here tells you that there's two people here that, if you're the family, the angels are waiting for someone here to actually make a move. It could be, you could be a gardener. You could be gardening, start some plants, whatever. You start your garden, prepare your garden, whatever it is someone here, an angel is waiting for a masculine here to take action. So that a dream can come true and believe in yourself, the end of a tough cycle situation. Look at this. So there's an angel here waiting on the masculine here to actually make a move. They're just standing there. They are ready, but they're standing there. See how they're ready there with the shovel? They're ready there, and the ground is already mulched up and all that. So somebody here is ready. Somebody here is just waiting. The angel's just like, guiding you towards your star. All right? Towards your star, whoever you think of as your star, So that Archangel Jovial here. Your dreams are happening here. What's on the bottom of the deck? Let's see. Ace of Gabriel. Someone's ready to start here. The angels are ready to help you to speak about what you want to speak about. This is Gabriel. So go speak about what you want to speak about. Make it happen. A gift of passion, opportunity, inspiration, a chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. So you are finally being able to do something here. 8 of Gabriel, a great deal of activity suddenly and immediate results, important communication. So something could happen really quickly as soon as communication happens. It happens. It's like as soon as you guys talk about it, everything is solved. It's like it wasn't as hard as you thought. And it wasn't as difficult as you thought. The power angels, they are powerful. I'm going to pull one more message for this. And then I will pull everybody. Maybe I'll do an everybody one from the angels. So this is a new beginning for someone here. I said I would pull one more message, and this is a new beginning for someone here. So all you need to do is talk about it, go through the things that have been hard to talk about, and solve this problem. Solve this puzzle. Find a solution instead of more problems. 9 of Ariel. So see, you're seeing the rainbow. That's the light at the end of the tunnel. Same thing. It says your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for beautiful things in life. So you can finally have all the beautiful things in life because you made it happen with the angels. 10 of Ariel, you're going to have your happy family. Look at this, 10 of Ariel, your wish coming true. You could be going out for dinner. You could be going out for coffee with someone, for lunch with someone. Have a good have a conversation with someone. There is very much to be grateful for. Financial success and a promise of a retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. And that's not what we all want, is a rich and rewarding family life. It's not what we all want. Love it. Some spaces are debates, some are meant for positive vibes. Exactly. So, when I talk to someone in my home, the conversation is totally different than when I talk to someone outside of my home. When I talk to someone in my car, everything is good. When I talk to someone out of my car, nothing's good. It's like wherever my energy is, most of the time, I can talk to others in that energy. But I can't talk to others in their energy. If they have really messed up energy, I cannot be in their energy. And if we're outside and just or just walking in the building, especially in the building, in the hallway, all the energy is nasty. Like, I feel like all the energy is nasty. Nothing good comes out of my head. Nothing good comes out of my mind when I'm in the hallway and walking in the hallway. I don't like it. And if I have a conversation with someone in the hallway, I don't like it. So if you want to talk to me, you got to do it in my house. If you want to have a conversation with me, you have to do it in my house, because I know the energy in my house. I would go to someone else's house if I knew the energy was going to be there, and if it was going to be like positive outcome. And that's why I like to do things in my space. And the same with my channel. Like, if I go into someone else's channel, I can't do a reading for people. Everybody else is just interrupting me, like in my mind. Their thoughts interrupt me. Everything interrupts me. A little noise interrupts me when I'm doing a personal reading, and if I do it on someone's channel. So I'll still resonate. You'll still resonate with me, but it won't resonate as much as if it's like just one-on-one. So that's what I feel. I see a pink flow. Oh, wait. What did I miss? Hello, everybody out there. Hello, Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd. Oh, that song, Pink Floyd. Anybody out there? Hello. There's another song. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. I hope you can find a nice place with good vibes. Yeah. I don't want to be in this apartment. It's very lonely being here by myself. I mean, other than my angels and my cat and my dog, I don't have nobody. Instead of coming to ask me to go sledding or whatever, somebody's thinking about someone else to go ask to go sledding, someone that's not okay to be asked, something that's not morally okay. And that's why I need to have this guy. That's why I need to have a conversation with someone, not the person, but someone else, their mother. I don't like to share a lot about my life, but sometimes I can share a little bit about my life. And I know a lot of you guys are going through a lot of things that I be going through. All right. I don't know. Should I do... The Page of Raphael, a gentle, loving, dreamy, and an open-heartedness, a new emotional situation, a message regarding a relationship, a social invitation, a great intuitive insight. So somebody here could be invited to something where they can get a lot of insight, so a lot of intuitive insight about a situation that will help you with the King of Gabriel, that will help you to speak about what you love, who you love, and what you want. It says your confidence, your enthusiasm, and your courage, and your charisma. And it says, it's time to take action. Great passion for a cause, and for a cause, instantly knowing what to do. Yeah, that's a Gemini spirit. Geminis know instantly what to do. Make a bold, ambitious choice. Great progress. It is an important relationship with people who share your vision. That's all I want, is people in my life that share my vision. My vision is for everybody to be able to understand themselves. That's what I started doing a long time ago. And if once you understand your own energy, you're not going to project your energy to someone else because you think it's someone else's energy. It's your energy, then you'll know it's your energy. If it's someone else's, you'll know it's someone else's. You can send it back to sender. You know what I mean? So if you don't like somebody's energy and you don't, it's not your child, or it's not, someone that you need to take on their energy. Like if it's our children and they are projecting to us, they may want our help, right? So if our children, if you feel energy that may resonate like with our children, then be discerning about that energy and what it's telling you and how you can help them, right? But if it's if it's yourself, then you can also figure yourself out. And if it's someone else's energy, then you can, if it's someone that's negative and it's projecting and they want you to be angry, they want you to be sad, or they want you to be disappointed, or they want you to be closed off, or whatever the energy is that someone's sending to you, someone doesn't want you to speak, all that energy is being released to the universe. And so that your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, you can understand everything, and that everything can be solved. All right, because there is demonic spirits that try to interfere all the time, and those are they go through your thoughts. Okay, because nobody can go through our soul. That's why our soul is safe. And when we feel someone in our soul, that person is meant to be in our life. If we feel a person in your soul, not just in your head, because in your head you can think all kinds of negative things. And I have learned to understand that when I'm feeling a certain things or thinking of certain things, it's other people sending it to this person that I'm thinking about. They're trying to put a blockage there. And they've also done it physically. They've done it personal messages to me. Exactly their thoughts. And then those are the thoughts that come to my mind all the time. And that was them projecting. So I'm glad that they voiced that what they were thinking, right? So these are the negative people that have been trying to mess with my life and someone else's life, right? So I understand the energy that's being sent to my person and me. And I just need that person to understand it. I need that person to see it before those people really do something really bad to that person, like damage them where they can't come back from. So it's one of those situations. And this situation that I'm dealing with is going to require me to speak to someone else other than the person that's being projected that energy to, because they can't understand. They can't see it like I see it. And I am psychic. So I've always been psychic, and I've always been able to see these things. And if you look at me and say that I'm wrong, then you're in denial because you don't want to deal with it. But yeah, if you want to, Tracy, send me an email of some questions you have, and I want to do a reading for you. All right. So, and it's because she's ordered one. All right. And so anybody else that wants to order a reading, my email is in my bio, in my description. All the prices are there. You can ask the questions you want to ask, and I will send you the email with the question, with the link, I mean, and then we can do the reading. That's how I do it. It's very simple. It's very simple. You just, pay the piper, make the payment, and that's for personal readings. I do general readings all the time where people benefit from. My readings are not so they're more about healing. They're not just so much about finding out dirt about people. And that's why my channel is kind of slow growing, and I'm an individual that doesn't really work with anybody else yet. And I will be working with some women, but they're not here yet. So I'm not going to speak about them yet until it happens. But I have picked out over the last 8 years or whatever that I've been watching YouTube and all that, and being on YouTube too. I have found a few really good light workers that I'd like to work with and that I'm interested in working with. And once I make the videos of like picking out like a few, I don't want everyone, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to work with too many people at once. And I'll work with certain people that I kind of like, you know, feel that I can work with. And we'll see how we have to go about it. I might have to pay something to work with others. I don't know, because, you know, if people have other things already, and if they're already teaching, then you might have to pay something to become a partner with someone else. Like, not like a partner like our channels or anything, but like where we collaborate together and stuff like that, and where we do things together, so that, you know, you can see that there's more people like me out there. And not everybody's in a cult that does what we do. Not everybody has joined the cult. I haven't joined any cults, and I won't. I've only joined the angels and God. So that's always who's in my energy when I'm doing the readings. And the words on the cards are just words. And I use my intuition a lot. So when I read the cards, I use the words, but the words to me are just very simple. And I like to talk about what I feel from the cards too, not just what I see with my naked eye. I mean, with the naked eye, yeah. That would be cool. Yes, we need to do that. So yeah, think about your questions, and then we'll get into the reading. And I can do it anytime. I'm not really booked up right now. Just give me like, you know, give me a heads up, like, you know, send me the message, and I can probably do it a couple of hours after or something like that for you, because you've already ordered that. So it's not like a 24-hour or anything like that. So with you, it's never like that, because you've already ahead of time paid. So I really do appreciate your donations. I do. And I'm very grateful for them. And that, you know, and it's and if I was like one of those people that was just money hungry and here for the money, I wouldn't even be doing this anymore, because I ain't making any money on this. I'm building my career. I'm building my business. I'm building my life, where I can help others. And you know, you have to pay. Most people, if you want a good counselor, you have to pay for that counselor, right? So that's why a lot of people don't get a lot of good counseling. But here you got a lot of free stuff, because all the general stuff that I do, like this reading today, it's all free. It's all free. And all I ask from that is just watch it, just view it, and hit that like button. That's all I ask for it. And that's, other than that, it's free. You know, nothing is really free. So the only thing that costs you is to hit that like button, to really take messages as your own, you know, or to let me know you really felt something that you understood and that helped you with your life. If it didn't help you with your life, even hitting the dislike button, that helps my channel go around too. So, you know, this is not personal when you hit the dislike button on this channel, because it's not my personal channel. This is a business channel. This is what I do here, spirituality. And so if you hit the dislike button, it just means that you didn't agree with something, or you didn't like the message or something like that, or it didn't resonate with you. So to me, when people hit the dislike button on this channel, it doesn't matter to me, but nobody can really see that. So it doesn't really like affect us the way it used to. You know, people used to take it personal when others could see it, when public can see it. But now that the public can't see it, it doesn't really affect you that much anymore. And we don't take it as personal. And also wanted to say that, you know, when I first started YouTube, people could hide their channel subscribers, right? Like, people used to do that. people that, you know, people used to look at you, if you don't have a big channel, you know nothing. Like they always used to look at you like if you don't have a lot of following, then you're not very smart. Or if you're not very following, then if you don't have a lot of following, then people didn't really feel like that you were good enough to do what you're doing, right? So a lot of people that used to do this job, what I'm doing here, they would hide their subscribers. So the whole time I was watching them, and I thought, they were already big, subscribers or big channels or whatever. Their subscribers were hidden. So, and now I feel like a lot of those people that used to feel big, bad, and powerful, all those people are now kind of feeling like imposter syndrome, and that those people need to just keep the confidence, right? They need to keep that confidence they had when when everybody thought their channel was huge. Like keep your confidence as if, you know what I mean? Because you could do it then. You kept your confidence up when that happened, when nobody could see how many subscribers you had. In your own mind, you may have imagined that you had all these subscribers and that everybody thought you had all these subscribers. So that made you confident, right? So even though everybody can see your subscribers now, still act as confident. That's going to help your channel. So there's that. I was just wanting to say that there's that. So I did say I was going to do a message for everyone. So let's do that later. Let's do that later because I don't want to make this video too long. I just felt like I needed to do this for the collective. So I'm going to go and do some things, eat some breakfast and all that good stuff. Scratch off fever, all the blues. Hey, I hope you're having a good day and a good weekend too. Nice to see you here. I've never seen you on my channel, but welcome to my channel. We always welcome everyone new, and we are happy to see new people in our chat. And even if you've been my follower for years and you never came into my chat, I'm glad you did. So that's how I feel about everybody. And I have over 1,000 subscribers, so it'd be cool if, randomly I see all these different subscribers coming to say hello to me. That would be awesome. And even tell me a little bit about what you've learned from me or what has helped you, or even things like that will build my confidence. So without you guys, I wouldn't be here. Without me needing to help everybody, I wouldn't be here. Without me needing to help myself when I couldn't get help from the public, because financially I couldn't go get a counselor that I chose, that's why I'm here. So maybe this will lead me to counseling. There is like counseling I don't want to do. I don't want to do drug counseling because I've dealt with drug addicts and drug dealers. Like I was in love with one time. I was in love with a drug dealer. I didn't know he was a drug dealer when I met him. And he's dead now, so I can speak about it. But I don't want to deal with that, like people that have opioid addictions or meth addictions or even alcohol addictions. I have a hard time dealing with those people because I don't drink. I've never done those drugs. I've been around them. I've been the witness. I've been the one that's taken all that energy in because it was from somebody I loved. And I took a lot of that energy in within me. And the same with like my brother. I learned it from my brother. He was very messed up. He had schizophrenia. He was, and then he got into the drugs and bad cells, all that. I cannot deal with that energy. That makes me very chaotic. And so I can't help people like that. Not that I don't want to, not that I think that you're not worth the help. I just can't help unless you're getting messages from my general readings. Like if you get help and you get to a certain point in your life that your energy does not affect me in a physical way, where I feel nauseous, where I feel sick and all that, then I can maybe do drug counseling and people for that. I understand a lot about that, but it doesn't mean that I can be around it physically, if that makes sense. And it's not judging people. I'm not here to judge people. It's just saying what my body cannot do, what my body cannot be around. Because I don't like the way I feel. I don't like the one I feel, all these feelings, because I'm very empathic and I'm very sensitive. So that's why I have to protect my own energy, and it's not a judgment. So I just want people to know that I don't judge people that have all these different issues. I have severe PTSD, and things trigger me. It may be something someone says, and that is something that my past partner had said to me, and it was very hurtful, and it was very painful to hear it from someone that loves you. So, yeah. So just a little bit about like why I am the way I am, why people get me going. And then I have to remember that there's just the demons in them trying to get me going. And so when people gaslight you and stuff like that, that's all the demons working in those people. And when people love bomb you, gaslight you, all those things, I don't like them. I don't like to be love bombed either. I don't. It's just like, the same instant happiness you feel, the same instant sadness you feel from that shit. So I don't want that either. But yeah, I'm willing to talk to the people that are involved in this situation, and only the people that love the people in this situation I want to deal with. But yeah. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. Bless you all. Thank you, Jessie Lynn. See you guys all later. Essie. Hey, Essie. So you got Sass. Oh, Sass. Hey, Sass. Oh, see, that's what I did before. I put my name as Sassy Casla, whatever. And someone, a male, was being funny and said, "Oh, is that Asla?" And he read my name like that. And I was like, "You're just such a jerk. Is that Asla?" And I put Sassy Asla. Instead of Cassie, I put Sassy. That's what he said. Sassy Aslov. No, Sassy Kaslov. And he called me Sassy Aslov. And Tracy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's Scario. He's a nice guy. I like him. He's a nice guy. Oh yeah. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, Cass in the chat. Hey, Alexa P. Oh, so yesterday I was gonna do the whole thing with the card. Yes. So Alexa P, like later when I tried to do it, it messed up because someone came on my panel, made everybody leave because of their energy. And so their energy that they were in. So, and I felt that person's energy immediately. I'm just like, oh, not this energy again. But yeah, I had to delete the whole live stream when I was showing all these cards, but I'm going to do it again. And this time I'm just going to do it by myself. But yeah, Alexa P and someone else yesterday, we were on StreamYard, and we were going to go live, and we were behind the scenes having a private conversation. We didn't even know. We were on there for like over an hour, and with the three of us, and we didn't even know we weren't live. By that time, I was too tired to be live because we had talked about so much stuff. That's what happened yesterday. So Alexa P and someone else got me for free for like over an hour. We just talked about different things. That was funny. That was hilarious. The universe has a weird way of doing things. That was good conversation. I enjoyed my conversation with you, Alexa P. It was really, really good. It was fun to have that conversation with you and Romeo. Romeo. I was calling him Romeo. Take care, Will. Always miss the fun. I want to behind the scenes. Jessie Lynn, well, you should have been here yesterday. I posted the link in the I posted the link in the chat right away, and so a couple of people just popped on my panel before I went live, and then I thought in my head I was live, and I guess I wasn't, and nobody told me we weren't live. Hey, 8 in the chat, 8 likes. Thank you, guys. But yeah, so I don't know what today is going to bring. It's a beautiful sunny day again. And this is the second one, but man, was it cold this morning. It was -10 out there, and I went out there and I had to go get creamer for my coffee. So I went to the dollar store and got some creamer. And there I run. I'm leaving the dollar store, and there I run into my person again. I run into him. I go to the bank and I go get my money for my rent. And guess who I run into over there? His mom. And I have not run into his mom in 4 years, 5 years, or whatever. I have not run into his mom. And I didn't realize it was her until she was leaving the bank, and I was like, "Hey, it's you." And she's like, "Yeah, it's me." And we had a little, like just a little chat, and then we went. But you know what I mean? I believe in signs. I believe in signs. And I know who someone is to me, but if they can't understand the one thing, they can't understand the one thing that I'm against, they can't understand that that's wrong, then there's no future for us. That's how I see it with this person. If they cannot understand where I'm coming from, and if they can't understand what I mean when I say what I say, then there's no future. But it may need his mom to be involved to have this conversation. So, because a mother knows her son. That's fun. Yeah, it is funny how we cross paths. When the universe wants the angels, I work with the angels, so I trust these paths. I trust running into these people. I trust it. I even offered him a ride home. I waited for him at the bank because he was not done at the dollar store, and I just went to the bank. I didn't wait at the dollar store for him, but I went to the bank, and then I figured, well, if he comes and he's here when I'm done, I'll give him a ride back, and that's what happened. And that's what happened. So, you know what I mean? You gotta follow your heart and your spirit. And you have to ask for these signs. You have to ask for them. And I've asked for them. And God and the universe has sent them to me. So the people that don't trust it, well, you know what I mean? There is a limit to that too. God is not going to keep putting me in front of these people if they're not good for me. So if they weren't good for me, God wouldn't do this to me. So I know that God wouldn't do this to me. So I can't force someone to understand where I'm coming from. And I don't need to tell my whole story to the whole world before someone understands where I'm coming from. That should just be a private conversation between me and that person, and maybe his mom, if she needed to be helping, if I needed help, or if he needs our help to speak. So yeah, if there's a will, there's a way. If you love someone, you got to make it happen. If you love someone and you think you can see a positive future, then you got to be willing to change the bad things about you. We all have bad things about us. And I understand where my energy is bad, so I don't like to do that. I don't like to go around things or situations where my energy turns like very yucky and where I feel very uneasy and where I feel like very sick. I don't like to put myself in those situations where I feel like that. And at home in my house, I've created my peace. I've created myself with God and the angels. You're trying to help him out. Some people don't understand. We're trying to help. Yeah, I'm not there to judge him. We've all done things. We've all said things that we didn't mean, or we didn't really believe that, But some people take things serious, and if you've gone through like things that traumatized you, then if somebody else triggers those emotions, you have to deal with that. And if that person can do something different and they're doing something wrong, and your intuition just telling you that that's wrong and that's wrong, that person needs to understand that they need to believe you. If they love you, they need to believe you. And if you don't believe your partner, then you shouldn't be together. Yeah, if you can't believe your partner, you can't trust your partner, you shouldn't be together. Because I don't want to be in one of those relationships where my partner like talks shit behind my back all the time, and I feel it, and when they're when they're with me, then they're different. When they're just with me, they're different. I don't want one of those. I want someone that can be the same way around me as they are around with me, with other people are around. God icon, Ramiel. I love the crows. Ramiel is also like someone that is really trying to understand his spiritual path, and that's why he's here. I have a lot of you know what really surprised me last night. I showed how many male subscribers I have compared to the female on this channel. I have a lot more male subscribers than I have female subscribers right now. It changes all the time. But I'm just like, where's all the ladies at? Like, all the men are watching now. So the men are finally watching how they can become a better person. And now the women are like, what? Now the women are giving up on the men? Don't give up now. Don't give up now on the men. The men are learning. They may be a little bit slower than the female because we do have that extra intuition. We are females. So it is harder for the males to understand their intuition and their higher self. But it is up to us women to help men understand their heart and their spirit. It is up to the women. It is up to the men to do the physical things, to keep us physically protected, to keep us, safe physically. That's the man's job. The woman's job is to help men understand their spirit and their heart. And that's why I'm here as a woman that is very masculine at times. And that's why I want my male friends and my male people out there to understand their masculine side as a divine masculine. See, I understand my divine masculine side. And that's what makes me so masculine, is all of my ancestors around me. Like my grandfather, my dad. Those people have made me strong when it comes to my divine masculine. Especially my grandfather. He has strengthened my divine masculine. Because I remember good things from my grandpa. And I only mentioned one because the other one was very closed off, very avoidant energy. Like, always seemed like he was a scary man. Like, he always was like, had that cold energy, like, don't approach him. Don't approach him. Be careful of when you approach him kind of energy. So that was my dad's dad. And my dad was totally different than my dad's dad. But my dad was like that, like a person that didn't really love themselves very much because they had an addiction to alcohol, right? And my dad never could quit his addiction to alcohol. Oh, we have a troll in here. Hey, Fries. You don't want to answer to that, Cass, but yeah, I am just trying to figure stuff out. It's not going well. Men need to really allow their emotions to guide them too, okay? That is the woman's advice. That's like that's when women are just like acting like guys and they're in their masculine and they're low vibrational masculine and then they're in their low vibrational feminine. Those women have a hard time to understand that. So it's not just men that have a hard time understanding. For me, it's been very easy, and I don't expect everybody else to have like a spiritual connection like I do, but I'm weird, okay? I'm different than y'all are, okay? Maybe somebody out there is like me, but I am different. Like I don't know how else to say it. I haven't talked to anybody else that feels the same way as me. But even when I was a kid, I was always worried about things that were none of my business. I was always worried about things that were none of my business as a child, okay? So, and because I was young, I have a lot of wisdom. I mean, I had a lot of knowledge, not wisdom. When I was young, I thought it was wisdom, right? But no, when I was young, I had a lot of knowledge. And there was a little bit of wisdom here and there. But the one thing is that I've been very spiritual in my life. Like my spirit, I'm more connected to my spirit than on my emotions my whole life. And if my spirit's in pain, my emotions are in pain. So when I meet someone that I feel like I connected with on a spiritual level, that's really hard for me to let go of that person because there's not very many of us out there. So that's how I felt about the last people that I've been with. Like, I've been with 3 people in like a long relationship, other than my first love, whatever. Like, the first person, first boyfriend, whatever. That was only a year, but there, like, and then then I had my children with the father of my children, and and what attracted me to him is like he promised me that he would keep me safe and all that stuff, and he would never leave me. And I was young; I was 19 at the time, and I had a fear of abandonment. I had stuff like that. So it was more of a safety net when I met him. I think my priorities weren't like about like love. I think my thought about love was a little bit backwards, because I may have felt like my dad couldn't protect me anymore because his addiction was so strong. Maybe I just felt like that, and maybe that's why I felt like I had to find somebody who was protect me. But that person didn't protect me. They would have rather seen me go than protect me. When I left them, they hated me so much for leaving them, and we were totally opposite. Like, we were not a good pair. We were not a good pair. It was like an angel and demon together. That's what it was like with him. I believed in God and he didn't at the time. So we were doomed from the beginning. I did love his grandma. Like, his grandma was awesome. She was like, I could relate to her really well. That was pretty much the only one in the family, of that family, that I could relate to, is his grandmother. And his grandfather too. He was a Virgo and she was a Gemini. So yeah, I can understand them, and I could have long conversations with them. Then the guy that passed away, the drug dealer, well, his mom was the most sweetest lady ever. I called her mama, and she was my mama. Not like a mother, but she was a mama. She had such a sweet little heart. Like, she's sweet big heart. I mean, she loved me. And when people love you, and if you've been loved by people, you know what love feels like. And you don't really put up with anybody that doesn't love you but wants to be around you all the time, because all they're doing is draining you. She always wanted the best for me and my children. Both of those, and like Nanny and Mama Joanne. Yeah. And then and so, yeah, and my ex-husband, we got married in justice of the peace. It was nothing sacred that happened that night. Nothing sacred that happened that night, okay? Nothing. It was very devilish. It was very demonic shit that happened. I swear. Okay. Anyways, that was not the one for me. My husband was not the one for me. It was a pressure that I married him. It was like the pressure of like, oh, I have kids with him. I have a kid with him, so I have to marry him. And then we had another kid after that. So I wanted 2 kids. I didn't want an only child. So I had 2 with him before we split up. And yeah, I didn't want my kids to have like different fathers and stuff like that. I wanted them to feel connected as brothers, or a sister or brother or whatever, like it would, had 2 boys, and now they are living together, and hopefully they have a good life, and they find their beautiful women. And when I say beautiful women, I'm not talking about exterior. I'm talking about their heart and their soul. I want my boys to be with someone that has a good heart and a good soul, and that I can talk to, and that can communicate with me. I want my boys to have I want my boys, women, to have a good relationship with me. I want them to be like the daughters I never had. So if you're out there and you like my boys, you'll have to like me too. If you don't like me, you probably won't like my boys forever. Because I love those are my two things in my life that I'm very proud of, and that's the best thing I did in my life, is have my 2 children. And now for like a year, I've not even had to worry about none of that like PMS stuff or none of that shit. But I went through menopause, and menopause is not pretty, and it's not make you feel good. And Yeah, and I feel good now. Like I feel good most times other than when my skin messes with me. Like I feel good like in my body. Like I feel good. I've been trying to eat healthy, trying to get sleep. Um, Now that I don't have as much stress anymore, not as much worries. I've been trying to eat healthy. Oh, and then get myself ready for my soulmate to come and sweep me off my feet. Not literally speaking. I don't want to be swept. I want to be on my feet. I don't want to lose my footing, my grounding. But yeah, I'm curious of what this person. Oh, you can't. Can you see? Let's see what I'm curious of what this person said. Oh. Oh my god, immature. I know exactly who that is. That's a little troll. She's probably a little troll bitch that's obsessed with me. A little 17-year-old that's obsessed with me and what I had going on in my life. She told me to stay out of my life's business when she's putting her butt in my life business. When she's putting herself in my life business. I'm going to hide this person from my channel. I don't want them back. I don't want people like that in my channel. And that's bad energy. And so when you see that, thank you, Will, for doing that. Thank you. It's probably a handicapped person, mentally handicapped person that did it. So I'm not going to attack them. I'm just going to let God deal with it. Let God deal with it. Not my monkey, not my circus. Thank you, Jessie Land. Thank you so much. So do you guys. Hey, Brian. I gotta say, over the last year, I have opened my heart more to people on YouTube. I have been more open with my heart, and I feel that since I've been doing that, more people have expressed their thoughts about me and their feelings about me, and I'm thankful we're all learning about how to do that. Like, um, I always felt like um, people are not going to understand if I tell stuff, if I say stuff about my life, and then I won't be able to handle what people say to me. Um, your heart doesn't, your heart doesn't care about none of that, but your mind does. Let go and let God. That's right, Tracy. I gotta go eat some things. I'm gonna go have some eggs and bread, eggs and buns. I'm petting my dog here right now. I don't know if you can see her, but I'm petting her here right now. My fiance died 6 years ago. I am just starting to come around again. Well, I'm here to help you heal. I'm here. The angels are here to help you heal your heart. Just stick around here, and that's what we do here. And yes, anybody that wants a tarot reading, I do that too. But that's not my main. That's not my main goal here. That is for the fun part. That's for just for fun. Thank you, Will. Have a good day. Grief comes in many forms. Exactly, right? And a lot of people, grief is they can't speak anymore. They're having a hard time speaking because for me, when I started going through grief, and I have lost so many people I love so much, and it's just starting to now that I understand that this is not the end of life, like, this is just the end of this 3D life. And I'm already feeling like I'm having a hard time living this 3D life. So what I want to say about the people that are on the other side, they're probably happy than all of us are over here. Because the angel card always tells me that feel your loved ones. See, the angels are with you and says that feel your loving families, blessings. They are doing fine in heaven. And so I want to believe that they're waiting wherever they're waiting for us, for judgment call, for judgment day, wherever they're waiting for us, they are They are looking over us. They're watching over us, and they are waiting for us there. And so since I've understood things that way, my grief has been different. It hasn't been as chaotic. It hasn't been as messed up, or I haven't had as many anxiety attacks, because when something really upsets me, I used to freak out like I couldn't even, like, I'd be bawling. I couldn't even see through my eyes. Like, there's just so much water. Like, I would freak out like that, like emotionally. I would never get physical with people, but I'm not a dangerous person. I would never get physical with people, but I used to get very verbal when I got really upset. And I always used to say, I don't want to be around anyone that hasn't lost someone. I don't want to be around anyone that hasn't lost someone. If you haven't lost someone, a lot of people that have never lost someone are very ignorant, and they are creating themselves a lot of karma by doing damage to people that are grieving. And I have heard people say some evil shit to people that are grieving, and the people that were grieving did not deserve it. They didn't do anything wrong. They didn't say anything wrong. So I learned long time ago that not everybody out there has even an ounce of compassion for people, or feel bad for them, or feel sad for them. Not everybody has that in them. And those people, they are creating themselves a type of karma that when they are going to be grieving, they're not going to be able to speak to anyone. They're not going to be able to know how to speak to anyone, because no one has ever been able to speak to them when they were grieving. So they didn't learn anything. And this is just coming to me right now. But this is what I've learned from grief, is that the people that are so ignorant, that are saying mean things, whatever, when they get to that point, and everybody's going to go through it. You can't get away from grieving. And somebody that has never had compassion for another person, or is always selfish and stuff like that, when they are going through the grief, they're going to be feeling so alone, and they're not going to be able to speak about what they're feeling, because they couldn't understand before. They couldn't put themselves in another person's shoe. So that's what I feel from those people, what's going to happen to them. And then we as someone that is healing, when those people come around us, we have to cut them off, because they're like, it's like the zombie movie, help me, help me, help me. I'm sorry I did that to you. I'm sorry I was laughing about your pain. I'm sorry, help me now. Sorry, I had to do it. So sorry, I don't understand what I did, but I did. You know what I mean? That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like energetically. When those people have hit their point of, hit their rock bottom, they come running back to the people that once wanted to help them, right? And those people are like, well, I'm sorry. I don't understand that anymore. I don't understand that abuse anymore. So I'm sorry, I can't help you. That's what's going to happen. And there's me telling your future for those people. I think betrayal is the worst, but combine that with the loss of future and having people you love with your whole heart ripped from you. That's not much left to, yeah. The heal part, that there is a lot to heal. That, when I say that when you say that, there's a lot more to heal, right? Because I understand that when you said your dreams, when you are even, let's just say love, right? Like, let's say you love someone, and even if you're just breaking up with them because of, mental illness, whatever, right? Whatever the problems are that you can't solve with each other. And the dreams that you had when you met each other, and the dreams that you talked about, and all of the hopes and dreams that you had, That's what's the most painful, is that, and also when people die. But that's the hardest part, is like knowing that dream is gone. That dream, the hopes that you had, everything you talked about, everything you were excited about is gone. That's the hardest part about grief and losing a person. And if it's a relationship, that's the hardest part. It's all of the happy thoughts that you have that come back. And I feel you, Romeo. Maybe you're Romeo. Maybe you'll be some woman's Romeo. $20 for it to get better. I don't bother with wishful thinking anymore. And that's why your spirit is important at this time. Because our hearts, when our hearts fail us, then we have to turn to our spirit. And I do want to say something on this video. And anybody else that I know that you all, I mean, in my mind, it's so set in my mind that something is wrong, that, and I'm not even a fixed sign, you know. Maybe it's not the right time to talk about it right now. But there's something that I want to bring to the table, and I want you guys' opinion about it. Even though I already know the truth about it. I already know my opinion is what a lot of people's opinion would be if your mind is in the right place. But I'm not sure if I should do it right now. Maybe in a couple of days I will ask you guys a question about something, and maybe I need to go talk to someone else and ask them how they think about that question, and if they agree with me or not. And that's how I'll know whether to make that decision or not. Hey, what up, dude? Well, we're not supposed to really try to be with someone else as a, like a lover when we are going through that. Because, okay, so when we're feeling the loss of all the dreams and all the wishes and everything that we had, like our hopes and our dreams for a relationship, when we have those hopes and dreams for a relationship and they all get messed up and they all get taken away and ripped out of our life like that, if we are in so much pain and we end up with someone else, that's why we have to wait. It's because if we end up with someone else at that time, and you may love that person so much and you don't want to hurt that person, but all your pain that you're still feeling when you connect with someone, especially when you're connect with someone, when you put your portals together, the person will feel all your pain. And that's why it's important to heal before we move on to another person. Because even if we don't, like, let's say emotionally love a person anymore, but we still in the pain of the loss, right? That loss, the energy of the loss, pain of the loss, that's what we're going to feel when we meet a new person. And then we're going to mix that energy up with the new. And that's why we have to let go of the old. Like this reading I just did. We have to let go of the past. We have to deal with it and then let go of it. We have to make sure that whatever else feelings we have about it, we have to talk to the creator, do a ritual to let it go. Like do something that is physically you're letting it go. Like so that your mind knows too, not just your heart and your, you know what I mean? the pain, not the good memories, but let go of the pain, because we want to keep the good memories. And for me, I'm just talking about like the person that I'm talking to, not like the person that they dealt with, or not the person that left, or not the person that died. You know, I'm not talking from their perspective. I'm talking about your perspective right now. And the person, if they passed away, they would never want you to feel pain from them leaving, because they're not a lot of them, they're not in pain anymore. Because they're not in their physical body anymore. And it's our physical body and our emotions that give us these feelings. I'd rather forget. I'll do good. Good. The good in the bad. It's not worth it. If the people are not with us until the end of life and stuff like that, and something happens, God put us in this situation to elevate us. We cannot get to a higher ground unless we feel it. Okay, let's say I'm using very physical. We cannot get from point A to point B unless we're walking. So we have to go through it. And the same with our spirit, our heart. We have to feel everything to elevate and see what it taught us and where it led us. Sometimes we were supposed to learn something from the past relationship that will help us on the good relationship, the future relationship, and then we don't make the same mistakes as we did in the last relationship. I didn't even thought about her today. Nope. No, not at all. Not everything is about Arky, no. We all have our own problems. Not just Arky has problems. I don't understand how she's special. We all have issues. We all going through shit. We don't all just share it. We don't all just expose it on the YouTube though. And I'm just speaking bluntly right now. I'm not speaking like, I'm compassionate about everybody going through stuff. But all I know is that what I learned from what she's doing right now, it never brought me to a good place when I did that. Like, I didn't do like all that. But there was a couple times when I first started my channel that I would come on my channel and say, all right, who wants to fuck with me now? Like, and that would be my start of my channel. Like, who wants to mess with me now? Let's go. Come on. I was calling people out. Like, I was calling people on. I was getting angry. I was crying. I was freaking out. Yeah, I've been in that energy, but I didn't stay there very long. And bad things kept happening. So when I was doing that. So yeah, people want to stop the drama. Stop going online when you're feeling like that. Have some friends that you can hang out with while you're going through it. So you don't expose it all on the internet, because on the internet, people love that shit. They love to judge people. They love to attack people. So if you're putting it all out there, you're putting yourself at risk. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, I don't let other people's problems consume me, or else I wouldn't be no good here. Yeah, that's right. It's about money and drugs, right? And I don't do drugs, and I don't care about money unless it's like coming from God. And when I say coming from God, yes, it's coming from real people that believe in God and that believe I'm doing something good here. Not the people that don't have the patience to listen to me, or understanding, or learning to understand. And that's what I do here. So I don't let people on the internet's emotions interfere with my life. I definitely don't let that happen. I have my own shit. You know what? It's going to be her choice. That's the thing. Everybody else is enabling her. That's going to be her choice to, and that choice usually happens when people have ran out of people that want to listen. That's when that usually happens. So when people stop having people that will feed their ego, when people stop having people that feed their ego and their emotional breakdowns and feed that energy, once they stop having that, once they stop getting attention from people like that, that's when they turn around. That's when they have enough patience to watch a reading and listen to some good things, you know, or even open the Bible if she has to. Yeah, prayers to her. She created her reality. She created all this that she's going through right now. She created it. With the people that she was hanging with, the people that she had, all that. Nothing comes for free. There's always going to be a sacrifice. Nothing comes for free. The devil always wants sacrifice, right? And all the things that's going on, since we're talking about it, all the things that is going on over there is devil energy. There's no spirituality. There's no loving things going on there. And it's not just Archie, it's all the people there. They're all part of it. So they're all part of her creation. She created it. She created a mess. I ain't dealing with it. Yeah. No, but yeah, you guys should start a drama-free channel, right? People don't just come on there and talk about their shit that they went through. Like, yes, it's just, and that's when people, if you are around people doing that and you're around a lot of unhealed people and you talk about the things that you're going through, there's no healing. There's just talking about it. That creates the drama. If you're going to have a place like that where a lot of people have problems, then get with someone that can help the problems and actually let that person help and actually acknowledge that person. Maybe send some money her way sometimes, not just money for your drugs and money for whatever travels. I ain't there. I'm not hanging out in a chat in a panel with a bunch of people that are broken spiritually and emotionally, and that want my energy for free. I don't think so. That's not good for me. Why would I want to do it? That's an abomination right there. Because I'm not going to sit there and defend my spirit around these drunks. I'm not. Yeah, I couldn't even deal with my family when they were drinking a lot. You know what I mean? And now that they're not drinking as much anymore, they don't really drink anymore much. Now I can handle them. Now I can talk to them. Now I can actually get through to them. So yeah, I'm not dealing with people that are inebriated. I don't want to deal with people that are inebriated anymore. Because you can't open your soul when you're inebriated. Because you're controlled by all these little spirits. And it's not my job to fight those spirits from you and to get those spirits off of you. It's not my job. My job is to keep the spirits off of my body and my spirit. You know, I look worn out. I looked like I was a shell when I used to do that. When I used to take on everybody's negative energy so that I could understand them, so I could help them. That was blind leading the blind. And I realized that when I opened the Bible one day and the verse in there said the blind leading the blind. That was 2009. Blind leading the blind, because I was in love with him. I didn't see how this was damaging me, how this was damaging my kids' minds, his kids' minds. Even though I sat there and, and explained to the kids that it was medication from the doctor, which it was, but it was medication. It was like a horse tranquilizer, and he would walk around like a zombie. So I had to lie to the kids about what he's actually doing. That's what he was actually doing. But now they're all grown up. So if they hear the story now, they know that I was just protecting them by making excuses for them. For him, I mean. Because he legally had those things from the doctor. The doctors are evil that do that. What? Yeah, I don't deal with that. So, you don't want to be putting that in my chat. So I didn't even say the word. I don't like that. I don't like that. I used to make me sick watching my ex do that shit to himself. Yeah. Drinking is fine once in a while, but if it has to be every day, there's a problem. I've even stopped smoking weed. Like, I don't barely smoke weed anymore unless I'm really feeling sick. I use it as medication. Always have used weed as a medication. Hey, Ariel. Cass knows her. She says. I've never used meth in my whole entire life. I've never done anything. I was with a person once that did that. And Ariel, you have the wrong name. You have the wrong name because you're definitely not an angel. And I've seen you somewhere before. Oh, yeah, I've seen you before. All right, let's block you. You're a child, obviously. We don't want children in here. Because if you have Princess Ariel and as your picture, you're a child. You don't belong in this chat, in this conversation. No, but you don't come in here saying stuff like that. Like, I'm a math head. I'm not. I've never done math in my life. No, I think there's a 17-year-old. Now she's 17. But I think this young girl has a lot of sexual demons. And yeah, she needs healing. And it could be her. Yeah, weed is fine every once in a while. But if you do overdo weed too, weed can fuck you up too. For a long time, if you do it for a long time. And depending on what kind of weed you smoke. If you're not discerning about what kind of weed you actually need when you do weed, it can fuck you up. You missed that one, eh? They said, yeah, she does math too. That's what this little Ariel princess said. I've never done anything like that. Yeah, we're earth angels. We're still human, but we have like angelic energy within us. Well, there was a few trolls that I went into my thing one day and I was like, huh, this person doesn't really look like a troll. I wonder who blocked them. Let's unblock them. And she was one of them. So now I blocked her again. She got a second chance, or he or she or it or whatever it is. It's like Greg Ullman said, I ain't no angel. Has to be the same troll, yeah. I was not an angel, but I'm learning. I wish I was. No, you know, when I fell in love, the last time I fell in love, I used to sing that song and listen to that song. Is it Kenny? No, Johnny Cash. I don't know, Kenny Rogers. It says, "I want an angel with arms, not with wings. I wanted an angel with arms, not with wings." And then I met him, and so I think he is an angel that doesn't know it yet. I think he's an angel that doesn't know he's an angel yet. So, you know, the most beautiful thing would happen is if out of all this, you guys could see me fall in love and you guys could all learn from that and everything that I've gone through too. And if you've gone through a lot of things and you've given up on love, and then me falling in love and me being in love and me being happy will help all of you guys to know that there's hope. If you have faith, there's hope. If you have faith in good things, then there's hope for good things. I hope for you all to find that love. We all deserve to be happy, not just, I can count how many times, how long I've been happy in times. Like, and it's like that fear. And, when you feel that fear, it's like things are so good. Why, you're waiting for that bad thing to happen, right? When things are so good, and you got to stop that. So if you're happy, don't let that thought come into your mind. And I used to do that. Like, I'm learning from that even. Like, I used to let that thought come in my mind. Like, oh, it's too good to be true. It's too good to be true. Well, you asked for it. You asked for an angel with arms, not wings. And angels don't have perfect energy all the time. Like earth angels, we all are here as like learning in our school. Like life is our school. And I actually like literally put that life is my school. I put that a long time ago on my channel, like on my not on my channel, but on my Facebook. It says that, what is your saying? Mine was, life is my school. Or, what is your education? Life is my school. And I learn every day. I try to educate myself every day. And like I'll have days where I don't do anything or think about anything, but most of the time I do. Yeah, sometimes it's the little things. Yep. I'm in love with Anna, with my Yorkie in the dash home. You guys are all in love with my spiritual side, the side that helps you to feel good about yourself and helps you to know who you are. And that is a gift that I can give people, is to show them that they are worth love, they are worth, all those things that, you know, you may feel like you don't have a right to feel, or like, I don't know if anybody else has felt like this. It's like when you've lost someone, like, did death, right? So then you break out with someone, or, you break out with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. And it's like, it's a painful separation, whatever it is. And the thing is that we always feel like we don't have a right to feel angry. We don't have a right to feel sad. We don't have a right to feel like we're missing them. We always feel like that we don't deserve to feel what we feel. That people will make fun of us because we felt this about this person. So we don't talk about it. And that's why it's so hard to heal pain like that. Because we don't talk about how what that person did hurt us so bad. And it's those little things that they did that hurt you so bad. And those little things that they may not even remember that hurt you so bad. And if they're not willing to change those things that hurt you so bad, then the only option that you have is heal yourself, not heal the situation. If you can't come back from what has been done, then all there's left is healing yourself and being honest with yourself about healing too. Hey, Bojangles, hello. But yeah, I think this is a lot that I spoke about. And I think I'm going to get out of here now because I got to go pee and eat something. So maybe I'll pop in my other channel if I want to maybe eat with you guys or whatever. I don't know. Right now, I just feel like just have me and my own thoughts for a bit. So thank you guys all so much for being here. And if you want the reading, that's at the beginning. So there's a reading at the beginning, and then after that's just talk. Sometimes something so bad happens that soul cannot rest. Yeah, I know. That's when you have to give it to God. And believe me, I've had to do that. Because if I didn't, it was going to drive me crazy. And I might have done something that I might have gotten physical with someone. If I didn't. Because it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. And I'm now that person is trying to trigger me with the same thing. Now I'm just like, it's not hurting my soul anymore because I gave it to a God and I give it to God to deal with this because it's not my problem. It's not what I have to deal with. It's not my convincing a person of something being wrong. It's not my responsibility. It's God's responsibility to talk to him about what's wrong, what he's doing wrong, and what is so wrong, and what's going to lead him to a bad path in his life. And so that was really hard on my soul of what someone believes is okay, which I know is not okay. I know it's not okay. And let's just say that either this person is retarded and they just don't look retarded, or they don't want to admit that that's wrong because they think it's okay to groom someone. Okay? Grooming. That's what's going on. That's what I see. All right? There, I said it. Grooming. We'll leave it at that. And if the people that are involved in this, they're watching, they better talk to me. And they're high vibration. Because I've given it to God. And I'm not going to stick around to find out what goes on if a person doesn't get what I'm saying. You can't understand what I'm saying. You'll have to just go through the lesson and find out. Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. Because I am psychic and I can see where things can go and where things have already been. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. God bless everyone. Have a great day. And yeah. All right. See y'all later. Bye.